I went scouting this past week. I went to the field. I went to the wild area, and I came back with some tape, some film tape. This is not going to be the last time we do this. We had a topic in my seminar when we kind of riff on what we could cover. One thing we brought up that would maybe be interesting is whenever you go to like Barnes and Noble, which is what the footage I'm going to show today. I went to my local Barnes and Noble. Like, I wanted to like really look at all the shrink wrap copies, because one thing I find very funny about manga sections is like, you think manga's for kids, you know, and you usually see kids around the manga section looking at it, and it's like the heinous stuff that could be like available for purchase. I'm almost,
and it's all A to Z, so it could be right next to it
A
too.
to Z.
You know?
I'm almost pro shrink wrap. I'm almost pro the shrink wrap, right? The dreaded shrink wrap that you know that something in this volume is not for the faint of heart. And so I went, and I honestly, this was an overwhelming task. At some point, I kind of like just started flying through because of the amount of shrink wrap.
Yeah, I'm seeing this video is 19 minutes and 27 seconds long.
I'll try to skip through, but I was like about like 30% through this manga section. I was like, oh, this is way more than I thought there was. So let's just get started. But first, I want to show off the Dark Horse wall at this Barnes & Noble. They really highlight it. Look at all these exciting covers.
Oh,
the blues, the reds. Oh, look,
that's
and look,
blue,
look,
all right.
They're all shrink wrapped.
Uh-oh.
They're all shrink wrapped. You saw one, though, almost
was that
broke
a ripped
contained.
shrink wrap? Was that ripped?
That looks like damage. That wasn't like somebody broke in. But I just want to show their shrink. The Dark Horse volumes are shrink wrapped, partly because of that slippery back page that just falls out. They have to keep that in mind. So
this is a nice little open manga section. This is massive.
I have a nice Barnes and Noble. So I'm starting. I'm just walking through.
I just saw Akane. I saw
Akane. Not shrink wrap. Black Butler is shrink wrap, though. We can see these, and I'm not going to go through every title. But I know like A Girl on the Shore is a pretty famous.
Oh, one. Girl on the Shore! Shout out if you've read that.
Pretty,
if you know, you know.
That one's like a pretty violent one, and like sexual violence and mature.
Bitchcraft.
But that bitchcraft is.
Like, what do you mean after school bitchcraft is shrink wrap?
I think the tone of A Girl on the Shore and after school bitchcraft are very different. Now you can see by the cover here why this is what. So I'm already thrilled about this segment. This is going great. This is what going into this, I'm expecting this genre to be the shrink wrapped. Everyone's on board with expectations of like this kind of like just guy like ecchi, not garbage, right? Like just the sleaziest stuff for the degens out there. So I'm not blown away by that. But I quickly realized like, oh, the next two, like right away, there's more, and we see now what will begin.
Oh, that's some boy love. All right,
BL has a monopoly on the plastic, and it's funny because not every. So you can see like After We Gaze at the Starry Sky, but right, volume 1 is not shrink wrapped, so it is a volume by volume determination. It looks like about. What volume
there are no
has.
Sex scenes in volume 1 and 2, but in volume 3
must not be. So I quickly realized BL is going to dominate.
Oh yeah,
this video. Like I couldn't even believe it. All right, and here, okay, so that one's a more typical kind of romance one too. But then there's also like a third genre, which I don't know if this is it. No, that's more. Is that more BL?
Alpha Wolf Girl.
No, okay, that's furry. That's another genre. So BL was 1. Then we had like your ecchi nonsense is 2. That's a BL for sure. It even says the BL.
Even says it on
house.
there.
I think that's the publishing name. Yeah, there's more. Then you have what I would say is like violent ones, like Baki, right?
Okay, yeah, Baki can get pretty crazy.
So violent ones, and then you have like those ecchi. So right now I'm like Berserk, another violent
okay, gotcha
one, but also there's sexual violence and like murder violence. So you have to like
yeah, you got a little bit of both in Berserk.
But beyond this, it's BL. Like it's like Turtles all the way down, but it's BL all the way down. You can see some of them have this stamp called explicit content on, which I appreciate that too. You get the BL Sublime Publishing House.
Oh yeah.
Is this any of this surprising to you so far?
No.
Yeah, here's I'm scanning because I was like, this.
Shout out Bugle Call, great series by the way. Highly recommend it.
This is a solid manga section. I think we're gonna come back here.
It's sweet.
Yeah, we got that. I was surprised at the like percentage of shrink wrap per capita. Like I was pretty like blown away of how much I had to like stop and be like, oh, I missed one. I don't know why I was being so comprehensive. I didn't want to miss anything. This convenient deemed semi-friend. Okay, so that's probably more ecchi. That's probably more classic ecchi genre. Shout out to Dan. Those covers pop on a shelf.
Very sweet. Very sweet.
Oh boy.
And the Chainsaw Man covers too. We passed those earlier.
Yeah, I'm only in D. I've just got to D, and
the dangerous convenience store. Oh my god, what's so dangerous about it? It's shrink wrap.
Dear Door. Let's see. What do we got here? Destroy all humans.
Oh well, the art in that's really cute. What does that destroy?
Yeah. I actually don't know.
Destroy all humans. Wait, what?
That one sounds kind of cool, actually. I don't know what. Maybe it's violent. Oh boy, yeah, that one's definitely shrink wrapped.
Oh yeah,
that one earned the title of shrink wrap. This one looked like an old school one. Like maybe it was like that 70s adult naughtiness, perhaps. I'm not sure. But like whatever rises to the level of shrink wrap is interesting because there are some volumes of manga I was surprised were not shrink wrapped, and I'll get to that at the end. But I also, they're shrink wrapped. I can't flip through. I did not find any opened shrink wrap.
Really?
I didn't find
no opens.
Look at me pointing at the BL. I'm finally like noticing, like, wait, this is just all BL at this point. But yeah, I didn't see anybody tamper with any of the shrink wrap volumes.
Lots of wholesome, lots of wholesome shoppers. No gooners. Well, it's also very open
my thing froze.
too.
I don't know why.
Oh, I will say your guys' setup is very open. If we went to my local Barnes and Noble, it is the anime manga section tucked away in a little corner.
Most of them are, and bear with me as okay.
And I could tell you, probably mine's got some. I gotta tell you, based on experience, more open shrink wrap.
My VCL crashed for some reason. Okay, it's back. You didn't miss much. It was probably more BL. Oh wait, we do have a. Oh, I say that, but not fully. I think this is damaged and not like so someone could look at it. You couldn't actually open it there. Are you noticing though that it's volume by volume? Like this one here too. Like only 8 and 9 are shrink wrap. Monster Girls, or not Monster Girls. That was a Monster Girl one. Volumes 8 and 9 shrink wrap.
Inside the tentacle cave.
Oh boy, I don't even remember that one. I should have though. Jeez. Innocent. All shrink
Innocent
wrap.
Was it Instant Revenge? Was the full name of that?
Yeah. I mean, there was so many. I always thought it would be like 10 to 20, not like 60. I'll never be your crown princess. One thing I noticed, Sam, and again, this is me making assumptions, but a lot of the most shrink wrapped, I don't know why it's doing this, but a lot of the most shrink wrapped manga were like addressed to a female audience, I think, which is interesting. I don't know why it's freezing on me. Why do you think that could be, Sam?
Why do I think that could be? I think VCL Media Player and streaming on Riverside is pushing your PC to its absolute limits. I think your hard drive is. I think your motherboard is screaming out in agony right now, as it tries to play VCL Media Player and stream a 360p footage in Riverside.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Let me try one more time, and we'll get through as much as we can. I do think we get the point a little bit, as well, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, were there any? Talk to me while you get this pulled up of some series that you were surprised were not shrink wrapped, either ones that we've passed so far or
Okay,
ones that
okay. So, and it's going again. So let's see what happens. Oh no, okay. Sam, what could be happening here? Like, why does it just stop playing?
I don't know. I don't use VCL Media Player.
Well, I tried to open it in just regular Windows Media, but it's setting you to encode some shit. And I was like, what was that? So sorry.
Did you film on did you film on an iPhone, Android?
No, Android. This is like crazy. I've never had this like weird issue. I'm sorry if you have to edit this.
Oh, that's fine.
Can I try a different program? Oh, it just doesn't even open anymore. Weird. Should I? This is not. I don't even understand. Okay, let's see if I can get the last few seconds to play. What the heck, man? Do we see it again? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So at the end, I wanted to check a particular manga to see if it was shrink wrapped, and it was
Akashi Triangle.
Not shrink wrapped, Sam.
Oh hell yeah!
Isn't it like straight up nudity, like all like from the back on those?
So Ayakashi Triangle got kicked from the magazine for being too lewd,
and yet not a single volume was shrink wrapped, from what I could tell.
No, Barnes and Noble thinks it passes the sniff test.
Is that who makes the choice? The Barnes and Noble. Anyway, so that's a snippets of it. To be honest, we didn't even need to watch 20 minutes of it anyway, so it might have been a good thing. Overall, I was surprised though. Like the raunchiest, most common raunchiest stuff was what looked to be. I didn't do the market research, but like female audience manga, like primarily BL, and then like romance, like kind of almost like fanfic stuff. You know?
And it's definitely content too that's heavy on the sexually explicit content. It's not just romance. There's stuff happening in it.
We missed one in the glitch. Gantz was shrink wrapped.
Which I wanted to talk about. My beloved Gantz, which is high on sexual violence, high on horrific violence, high on blood.
You have like the Baki, the Berserk, the Gantz category.
That's what gets you shrink wrap. We're like Attack on Titan.
No,
eating.
You need both.
Eating people.
I think you need both. I think you need hyper violence, both of like blood and sexual violence to get both in there. Yeah.
If you want to shrink wrap, or just have explicit sexual content, which at least in the States will get you shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
Maybe if we went to France or something, would it play out that way? Would it shake out that way? Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, I was that was interesting. You have like the ecchi stuff too. Obviously, you have then the special edition, like collector stuff that they dare not let a peon open and flip through. But how dare Dark Horse? Anyway, I can't let Dark Horse go. But BL, for sure, and then like those mature kind of Girl on the Shore example too, of just like a little more mature, sexually violent, kind of dark, suicidal even perhaps story. So that was my scouting trip. I didn't clearly some of the tape got corrupted. They didn't. The man did not want me to share with the world.
So I got to know what were some pickups from this trip? What shrink wrapped manga did you walk away with?
I didn't walk away with any, but there was one we were like,
what? You didn't buy any?
I didn't. There was one that we were, but what was the one we were watching? They were like, "Oh, that looks cool." We'll have to look back.
We'll have to go back. Yeah. It did not. That was not shrink wrap though. The one that looked cool.
I think it was. I think it was.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. But
okay. Well, let us know if you've managed to read that one manga that we both said looked cool but didn't catch the name of. Let us know.
Put in the comments. Put in the comments, and then you can put any manga, I guess.
Yeah. Let us know what your favorite shrink wrap manga is, or let us know if you were at a Barnes and Noble or similar store and you ended up picking up a manga that the shrink wrap was unleashed, and you
Yeah,
got a chance to peek
it's
inside.
a weird one to like risk that purchase. You have to like already know what's inside to buy the shrink wrap in the first place.
I
Roll the
feel like you're
dice.
not just rolling the dice on a, like if you're picking up Berserk, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, but I guess
If you're picking up you're not just picking up Gantz on a whim, you know.
you're protecting the children.